You're about to witness a transformation of a Democrat activist who was visiting and volunteered at the DNC. This video has blown the entire internet up. The entire American geopolitical landscape is ablaze. Watch this amazing, amazing woman, literally right before your eyes, come to the realization about the Democratic Party and the DNC. Check this out.
Okay, I'm going to get real in this, and it's probably going to piss some people off, but I'm okay with that, because if I'm not being honest, then what else am I doing? I just got back from the DNC where I signed up to volunteer, and when I initially had signed up to volunteer, Joe Biden was still the nominee. It wasn't yet KamalaHarris. I've worked in progressive politics for a long time. I have worked for many different Democratic candidates, Senate candidates, House candidates, even some Democratic organizations. And as the years have gone by, I found myself getting more and more disillusioned with the Democratic Party, although until now, I've never said that out loud or anywhere public. And I just want to say that by saying this, I'm not necessarily saying that the other party is better. I'm just giving you my experience with working with the Democrats. Throughout my career, I've mostly done campaign fundraising, so I've seen it the way that it works behind the scenes. And I know that candidates spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day just calling donors and begging rich people for money. It's pretty much the only people that they talk to. I mean, of course, sometimes they have to talk to voters, but the majority of their time is just spent calling and begging rich people to give them money for their campaigns. And what this inevitably means is that we don't actually live in a democracy. It's just rich people calling the shots and having the access to talk to the politicians. They're the ones that basically get their ear all day. They're the ones that can help shape and prioritize what the politician actually focuses on. Even the politicians that detest this, that want to get big money out of politics, still have to play this game. They still have to make these calls. They still do the same amount of just calling rich people and begging them for money.
AKA Bernie Sanders.
And what unfortunately happens once they get into office, if they get into office, is that they soon realize that the money machine is so great and the seduction of power is so immense that they no longer adhere to these values. When I first got into politics, I thought that Democrats were the party of the people. And at the DNC this week, I felt like I was in a building with the most elite and out-of-touch people in the entire world. It very much felt like, let's just have a huge party and forget all of our problems because the vibes are brat. When I was there, I didn't feel any connection to real America or the place that I come from, which is the Midwest, Kansas City, Kansas, and Missouri. I didn't feel any connection to the people that I know right now who are struggling to buy their groceries or to pay their rent. The people who want to know what both candidates are going to do to materially affect change in their lives. And when I was there listening to the speeches, I felt myself feeling mad because I didn't hear anything about the economy. Definitely not in Kamala's speech, and not very much in the others as well. Instead, I heard generic platitudes, things like joy and respect and integrity, and what does that even mean? Let's make the military the most lethal in the world? I thought I was part of the anti-war party. I thought I was part of the party that fought for the underdog, that championed working people. When and how did we just become the party of academia and affluence? Because that's what we are right now. How can we ever say that we're going to fight corporate power or give a voice back to those communities that have been left behind when above the delegates on the floor in levels and levels and rings of suites with donors and corporations that we're literally looking down on the people below from above? That's what Chris Cuomo said, and he is absolutely right. You know, I went to the DNC this year hoping that I would feel reconnected to the Democratic Party, that I would have more of a sense of understanding of Kamala and her candidacy and what she stood for. But instead, I ended up leaving and feeling the opposite, more disconnected and alone than ever. And I don't think I can support Kamala Harris for president. I don't even know if I can call myself a Democrat anymore. I don't know who I'm going to be supporting, but I know it's not her, and for once, I'm not afraid to say it.
Initial thoughts, initial comments on what we just heard from this amazing, smart, intelligent, forthright, candorous, young American woman, somebody I would want my daughter to look up to, actually used her sovereignty, implemented critical thinking, critical discernment. Not that it takes much, but everything that Tucker Carlson said, in the video that I shared about his reaction, my reaction, which was immediate right after, which pretty much was congruent with Tucker Carlson's, they don't stand for anything. There is no substance. There is no policy. The platitudinous joy chant does not pay the bills. It doesn't fix our border. It doesn't help inflation. It doesn't fix our educational system. It doesn't fix our roads. It doesn't fix our taxes or groceries. It's a complete cacophony of global elitists that think that you're stupid. They're not even Democrats. I mean, she said it's so apt. They're not even, I don't even recognize the Democratic Party anymore. I thought we were this. I thought we were anti-war. I thought we were anti-establishment. I thought we were for the people, for workers, for the middle class. I didn't hear one policy, she said. Why are we the party for academia? See, Professor Nez, I know these people. I keep telling you time and time again. I know these people. I've worked with these people. I've met with them. For decades, I've been collaborating, if you could call it collaboration, which is literally just talked down to, because these are not learning institutions, they're indoctrination camps. We're not going to go there. That was all exposed with Claudine Gay, Harvard, MIT, all of that. That was all exposed, thank God. It's not even right-left. This isn't about partisan politics. This isn't about donkeys and elephants. This isn't about red and blue. This is about an America that we want our children, our grandkids, to live, flourish, thrive, feel all of the freedoms, all the values and principles that were engendered by the framers of our Constitution, by the founders of this glorious country called the United States of America, versus a tyrannical, fascist, oppressive, censored, big government, 1984 Orwellian nightmare. That's really the choice that you have. A lot of people saying, Nez, well, you're just such a crazy right-wing nut job. You're such a crazy, how could you be a Trumpster? Trump says all these, of course he says some outlandish things at times. We all do. Remove yourself. Detach from the personal animus. Detach from your feelings. Look at the policies. Look at how our country prospered under Trump. Look at the promises. Look at the substance. And I genuinely feel one of the biggest takeaways for me from listening to this very intelligent young lady is the seduction of money, the seduction of power is a real thing. It is palpable when you hear people like Obama talk, Clinton talk, but more than just their words, more than just the word salads coming out of Kamala and the drivel coming out of the vegetable-in-chief Tombstone Biden. It's their actions that reflect that all they think about is money and power. One of the biggest, I think, stark contrasts in this election cycle between Trump and Kamala is Trump's a billionaire. He has money. He's a father. He's a husband. He has fame. He doesn't need any more fame. He doesn't need any more notoriety. He has actually more power outside of government, wielding his influence. I mean, at the snap of a finger on any of his accounts, he goes and does a press conference, he posts something online, he can enact change way probably even more than he would dealing with the corrupt swamp vermin that always trying to get in his way, impeach him, put him in prison, destabilize him, credit him, put him in jail, try to bankrupt him. I mean, it's staggering, the difference. Whereas somebody like Kamala, Biden, Clinton, Obama, they're nothing without their mega donor puppet masters. They're nothing without the big money cash machine of the DNC. That is a huge, stark difference. I truly believe Trump is in this for legacy. I truly believe as a father, husband, and grandfather, more importantly, his thinking is more aligned with mine, which is the reason I'm doing this channel. I've been getting lambasted by so-called friends and so-called creator community, the content creator community, which is all garbage, the social community, which is complete BS. I've been getting lambasted lately. Oh my God, you're just doing this for clicks and views, and I can get clicks and views doing anything. I've proven that over and over again. The only reason I'm doing this, I have plenty of other channels, plenty of other online businesses. The only reason I'm doing this is because of my kids, my grandkids, and more importantly, maybe not more importantly, but as important, if not more, my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids, because I don't want this country to flourish for just a couple of centuries. I want this country to flourish ad infinitum for trillions of centuries. And so I truly believe Trump has that same exact mentality. The guy took a bullet for us, my fellow Americans. What has Kamala and Biden done? What has Obama done? What has Clinton done? They have had power, held power, for 12 of the last 16 years. And the entire time, the whole entire 4 days of the DNC, all they kept doing was blaming Trump. This young lady's right. No policy, no strategy, no blueprint, no list of initiatives, programs they want to launch. Just blaming Trump for everything. You don't need a very high IQ. You don't need extreme, brooding, introspective, critical thinking to come to the realization this is a bunch of BS. It just is. But I throw this off to you. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear from you. Please let me know. As always, if you made it this far, don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. It's free. All you got to do is sign up, and you'll never miss out on any new video, breaking news that the woke fake mafia media won't share with you. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Follow, subscribe, and as always, may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.